Well, I'm not sure have you got the memo that 360 camera these days not just used to take 360 video. It can take something like this. I always like to use 360 camera to take this kind of flat video or photos. Actually, I have shown this a few times in other channels. This is a review of the new Insta360 One X, and this is it. How I take this video is I put this 360 camera Insta360 One X on the selfie stick, and the result is that the selfie stick simply disappeared, and now it's like somebody taking a video of me over there. Let me say it again, you don't have to take 360 video and photo with a 360 camera. I've explored this before on PGN for the original Insta360 One. I've talked about 360 on B&H. And I have used 360 video camera in some of my videos like this. Oh, that's a big loop! Or use it like an action camera. So how does it work? Well, I have explained this before, but I will briefly explain it again. Now, the first one it can do this is this Insta360 One. Well, you can argue which one come out first because the GoPro just take ages to actually release the product. But anyway, all these 360 camera actually got a glitch. Now you can see my hand. Now you can't, because there is a stitching line here. There's a stitching line between two lenses. There's a focal plane, not focal plane. There's a plane here that simply the 360 camera can't get. But before it was a bug, now it's a feature because now you can hide the selfie stick in between the stitching line. Now in theory, all 360 camera can do this, but not all 360 camera have gyro built in like this. It just level itself and it do stabilization. Yeah, I mean in theory, those 360 camera you have to hold it always upright like that. You can't tilt it. You can't use this like that. If you tilt it, the whole image just wobble. I mean just distort. Now with this, you can just stick your stick out anywhere you want, and the selfie stick is always between the stick. Now let's look at the camera itself. Now this is the new Insta360 One X, and this is the old Insta360 One. Actually, when I say oh, it's not that old. It's like 2 years. No, less than 2 years. 1 year and something. Now the original Insta360 One, I think it's a quite interesting design because it's a pure shape, and then it don't. I think the idea for this is that it don't have up, down, front and back, because you can use whatever angle you want because it just level by itself. So this is the original design language, I guess. But obviously it's a little bit annoying to hold. It's slippery. It's kind of slippery if you just take it out and then take one photo. I mean, I appreciate this idea. There's no up, down and left, right. This is interesting, but this is more practical. It's much more better to hold because it's like it's almost like those old Nokia phones. The size and the shape is really good to hold. Really easy to put in your pocket rather than this round shaped thing, which could be a little bit dodgy. I mean, if you have a dirty mind. All of them have like a stick out lens, so you want to have something to protect it when you put it on a surface. Now this one got a OLED display, and then one of the biggest difference is that this shoots 5.7K 30 frames per second. This one only takes 4K. Now some people may not know why do you need 5.7K. I mean 4K is already quite crazy for normal video, but not 360 video, because for 360 video you are always looking at just one small part of the whole 4K frame. The whole frame looks like this. Now you can't watch it like this, right? Even if you're watching it like a 360 video, or just like now, if I zoom into, make it into a flat profile, not flat profile, flat video, you are only looking at one small part of the 5.7K video. That's why you need large resolution for 360 video. You can even choose 4K at 50p, 3K 100 FPS. Oh yeah, now this got Wi-Fi. Now the old one, the Insta360 One, it only got a connector for iPhone, so you plug it in and then it works. I like it being so simple. You plug in your iPhone and it works, but it just don't have Wi-Fi, and obviously it doesn't work with Android out of the box. You have to get an adapter. So now finally, when you're shooting with this can be away from you, and then you can remote control it with your phone. And now it got a micro USB jack. Well, this one got a micro USB, but this is only for charging. This one for charging and connect to your phone. So now it got two buttons, before just one button. Now it's just more clear that what you are taking. Are you taking video or photo? And you can change settings here. You don't have to rely with this. You have to rely on your phone to change setting. You can just pick this up, take a photo, and turn it off, put it back. Well, when I talk about turning it on and off, one of the things is that these buttons are a little bit too easy to accidentally press, especially when it's in your pocket, when it's in your bag, so beware of that. Another big difference is that this with internal battery. Now this with interchangeable batteries. So now a comparison, I have them on the stick like that. Let's go. Comparing the new One X and the old one. The video quality had really improved a lot. They are also really proud of their software stabilization and call it float stay, something like that, and it works great. I think the new X has slightly better stabilization too. It has lock profile option, and you can even bake in the lookup table, the LUT. But it looks like the LUT baked-in version gives you the worst result, at least in this beta firmware and app. Now first there was 360 camera, and then 360 video, and then Facebook and YouTube supporting 360 video, and then everyone just watch a few of those 360 video and get bored of it. I mean, on Facebook I have seen those 360 AdWords which have you to pan around. I usually just skip it because it's kind of not worth it to actually pan around with your mouse. Like, why not you just show me with a normal video? But as you can see, actually 360 camera can take quite a lot of unique angle that normal camera can do. It can't completely replace action camera yet, because action camera is action. This, I'm not sure I can drop this on the floor and then it still survives, that kind of thing. And then the quality is not there yet. The quality is improving, but then it's still exporting a 1080 video. But just for now, it is evolving, it is keep improving, and then this could be big. I mean, 360 video on social media, it's kind of dead. I mean, to be honest, it's dead. It's kind of dead. Nobody watch it. But 360 camera is not dead yet. It can do amazing footage. I mean, in a long video, if I got a few unique shots that I can only get from 360 camera, I think that's worth it. And that I have been doing as well. So keep your eye on the 360 camera. This could be useful. And they're improving as well. So